Okay, a concept called as action potential. Action potential of the brain. I have already discussed about cardiac action potential. We have seen the cardiac contractions is because of cardiac action potentials. Similarly, the neuronal stimulation, sensation generation is because of nerve action potential. There are few differences are there. Let us understand one by one. See, neuron cell. Say if this one is a neuron cell, similar to normal cells and cardiac cells, neuronal cells have also got polarity. Inside, they have got a negative charge. And the negative charge is around minus 70 millivolt. This is called as resting membrane potential. At this membrane, the potential difference is minus 70 millivolt. Again, why minus 70? It is because inside you have lot of negative molecules are there. Outside, lot of sodium ions are there. Inside, you have potassium ions are there, as well as a lot of negative charge imparting molecules are there. And at this neuronal junction, you have sodium potassium pump is there. Now, the generation of negative resting membrane potential is because of these three factors. Sodium potassium pump, there is a difference in extracellular and intracellular ions, and there is a lot of negative ions present inside the cell. Now, the job of sodium potassium pump, see, sodium potassium pump, it sends 3 sodium outside the cell and takes 2 potassium into the cell. Both of them are positively charged ions, but 3 positive are going outside, only 2 positive are coming inside. There is a deficiency of positive, that is what results in this negative charge. So combining all these things, the resting membrane potential of nerve is 70 millivolt. Now, how the sensation occurs is mechanical, thermal, physical stimuli will change this potential. If I touch my hand, because of this pressure, in that neuron certain changes occur. The changes are nothing but because of the pressure, the sodium channel opens. When sodium channel opens, because sodiums are high outside, they get inside the cell. Once sodium is getting inside, the negative charge is changes to positive charge. So let me draw what happens is. See, the normal resting membrane potential is minus 70 millivolt. So the neuron will be at this rest position. The moment any pressure or any voltage difference is there, sodium gets inside the cell. When sodium is getting inside the cell, the negative will be changing to positive. From minus 70, it moves to 60, 70 positive millivolt. Because it is rising, the peak shoots up. This is because of opening of sodium channel. Now, at this potential, immediately, again, sodium channel closes down. When sodium channel closes down, potassium channel opens because of voltage difference. When potassium channel is open, potassium is more inside the cell, it starts coming outside the cell. When potassium is going outside, positive is going outside, so immediately the potential drops down. So potassium drops down and it goes to negative also. Now after that, sodium potassium pump act regulates the charge, and again it gets into normal resting membrane potential mode. So understand, you have stages. The first stage is resting membrane potential. At second stage, sodium channel open occurs, depolarization. The normal polarity is negative. It is turning to positive, hence it is known as depolarization, and the polarity changes. At this junction, sodium channel closes, potassium channel opens. It comes down, it is called as repolarization. It overshoots, it goes down, hence it is called as hyperpolarization. Again, at this fifth stage is nothing but this first stage wherein sodium potassium pump act, signal normalizes. So this pattern is called as action potential. This is different from cardiac action potential. In cardiac action potential, you have another stage wherein calcium is coming inside. Neurons, it is not like that. It is even more rapid. See, when you see cardiac conduction velocity to neuronal conduction velocity, neurons fire even faster. See the peak, see the duration, total duration. If you remember, cardiac action potential has got a larger duration. Let me try it too. So you have like this thing is there, it comes down, and then a plateau phase is there, and slowly it comes down, and then it normalizes. So this is the duration of action potential in cardiac cells. But in now, only this part. That's it. This is much smaller. That means rapid firing is there in neurons. Cardiac firing is a little bit delayed because of calcium and plaque phase. Again, so this action potential is responsible for sensations in human body. If something touches us, we feel that because the action potential is generating there. How it happens? The moment any pressure, temperature, any sensation is there, sodium channel in neuron opens, sodium gets inside, changes the potential. It rises up. And then potassium goes outside, it goes down. Because of sodium potassium pump, it is normalized. So the entire process is called as nerve action potential. I told you the velocity of nerve action potential is very high, 50 meters per second. Per second, it travels 50 meters. The neuron, this is how the movement occurs. Let me explain what is happening inside. The moment someone touches here, the potential change occurs here. That means here the neuron, the negative is getting into positive inside the cell. So that travels all through the way and it gets into my brain or spinal cord and gives me the sensation what is happening. Then I feel whether it is harmful or normal one. If it is harmful, I will immediately, a motor sensation comes which will takes back my hand, that is reflex activity. So the entire sensations are because of this action potential. So this change in potential is because of either voltage gated sodium channels, leak channels, or because of neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters will also cause these things, acetylcholine, when the neurotransmitter is released, it opens sodium channel, and immediately this kind of action potential occurs. So this is what happens in neurons. The basic sensation is because of generation of these action potentials. So this is about brain anatomy, physiology, and the important things. Today, what we have seen is I have discussed about anatomical parts and physiological significance of brain. And then we have seen the coverings of the brain, meninges.